In this TikTok video by The Tilted Road on March 31st of 2022, the woman stated that she had been on a walk for a little while and noticed a man was following her, so she made a run for it.
I'm on a walk and this guy keeps following me, so I'm gonna start running to get away from him. And he's still following me. Guys, I'm crossing the street and I swear to God if he follows me, then he's literally fucking following me. Guys, I literally can't even make this up right now. What the fuck?
After running, the man was still following her. The man had followed her for 9 blocks. She wrote a comment on the video below stating, and I quote, "I was panicking and didn't think to call the cops. I was more so worried about getting evidence of this happening, if it happens again." There are no videos of her since then regarding this issue, so I think it's safe to say she's alright for now, and I'm thankful for that. In this video posted by 10 Tampa Bay on February 25th of 2019, a young girl is filming a man walking away from her, who police say touched her inappropriately at a bus stop. This had been going on for weeks, and the 72-year-old creep was arrested after police set up a sting catching the man following the girl to her apartment. The most disturbing part is that the man lived blocks from the bus stop and admitted to trying to kiss the girl, and he knew she was younger than 16, 12 to be exact. You might find it hard to believe the man was considered a great worker and even great around kids. It just goes to show you that people aren't always what they seem to be. And the neighbors even commended the girl for her smarts and bravery.
Thank goodness she had the wherewithal to call the police and alert them to follow him and actually find him in the act.
In this video posted by Unique Daily on December 14th of 2019, 2 teenage girls were vlogging in Costco before going to play with a karaoke toy in the store.
Hey, what's your name? And hey, what's your Hey, Constance.
A little boy with his dad was intrigued and wanted to play with it too, and the girls let him jump in.
Cool.
In the back, you can see 2 men talking. One is the father of the boy. You might think the other guy is a friend of that man, but he's not. He's just some random guy. After the boy and his father left, the strange man approached the girls saying the toy was cool. He took the microphone and started to sing into it as well. The girls felt the man overstayed his welcome, and they began to get uncomfortable, as you can see one of the girls cling onto her sister for comfort. It's not in view of the camera, but they said the man started leaning on the cart, which caused them to feel in real danger. Luckily, he ended up walking away as their mother was nearby.
Okay, bye. Bye, have a good one.
But that had to be a really uncomfortable encounter for those girls. In this video posted by ABC News on November 9th of 2016, a teenage girl experienced a frightening encounter just blocks from her school. A man in black cuts her off before they went off camera, and the suspect performed a disgusting act. The creepy man nonchalantly walked around a little bit before driving away. The girl ran to her school where staff called the police to inform them what transpired. I'm not sure if the man was caught, but hopefully he was. People are just disgusting. In this video posted by Fox 5 Washington, D.C. on November 1st of 2021, doorbell footage shows a Maryland woman coming home from walking her dog before something frightening happens. A man in a Lakers hoodie can be seen creeping behind her, watching her enter her home. He tried to enter the home himself, but it wasn't his home. It took the police 30 minutes to respond to the attempted home invasion, which truly upset the woman, and understandably so.
The woman living, my own is devastating. I want to be able to count on the police to protect me, to help me, to help me process situations that happen if a criminal act did occur.
The man was charged with trespassing, but was not locked up. The reason is, and I quote, "Trespassing is a criminal citation where the person accused isn't put behind bars but is expected to appear at their court date." What makes this really messed up is that the suspect has a lengthy prior criminal history, including burglary, theft, and dangerous weapon charges. Some of those cases are still pending to this day. The woman wants to upgrade the charges to burglary of the 4th degree, so they'll put him behind bars.
An active case as recently as this year. And so, this is the type of person that shouldn't be out in the streets.
In this video, the uploader believes he caught a gang stalker and decided to confront him.
What do you gotta say? You know what, bro? I don't know what your problem is, but you know what? I'm just trying to figure out how much you get paid to be a stalker, bro.
Get out of here, buddy.
Seriously.
Get out of here.
Wait, are you Middle Eastern?
None of your freaking business. I'm Canadian.
I'm
You have no rights to ask me what am I.
I'm just wondering, bro.
Yep.
You know why?
No.
Because it bothers me, man. That,
What does it bother
I'm
you?
Middle Eastern. You know what?
I don't care.
It bothers me.
I don't care
that
what
my
you
own
are.
kind
I don't
fucking
care
does
what
shit
you
like
are.
this.
I don't care what you are.
Okay,
If you're a
good.
good person, you're a good person.
Why did you come flying in here like
I did
that,
not
bro?
come fly. You were halfway stuck, buddy. You were halfway stuck, and you were on your cell phone.
I wasn't on my cell phone.
You
bro.
were freaking right
I
on your
wasn't
cell
my
phone. The light was red, and you were stuck out there for a bit. I was already on the red light, buddy.
The uploader believes the man is a spy, and their interaction on the road was no coincidence.
Buddy, listen, okay, man, listen. I know that spying is a shameful thing, and that's okay, bro.
Spying?
Yeah, I know that you being a stalker is a shameful thing, brother.
Bro,
I don't know why you do it, brother.
don't freaking say a stalker, man.
I'm just
Get
saying,
the fuck
look,
out of
listen,
here.
I don't know
Don't
why you
fucking
do
say
it, brother.
stalker.
Let me ask you a question.
Don't say
What
a
if
stalker,
somebody
man.
was stalking?
You're freaking-
What if somebody was
you're
stalking
freaking-
your own brother?
What's freaking wrong with you, bro?
What's wrong with you?
You mentally
exactly.
sick?
Thank you.
You
Nice.
mentally sick?
Yeah, I am.
Get out
Very
of here.
mentally unstable.
Get out of here.
This goes on for 9 minutes, but what do you think? Is this guy a stalker, or is the uploader out of his mind? Either way, the uploader followed him, so we have a stalker in any case. Special place for people who assault children. In this video, posted by Miss Mexanese on January 25th of 2018, Brittany and her family decided they would have a family day and made a trip to Target. Brittany stated that she saw a woman stealing but wasn't caught on camera. However, Brittany and her family walked by a man who Brittany said had been staring at them and following them around the store.
And this guy has been following us. Look at that, he's stopping and staring in the background. Like I was filming, hold on baby, I was filming in the Target $1 spot, and everywhere I would go, and everywhere I would go and bust out the camera, he would stand right next to me. It was like really creepy.
From what I know, nothing escalated, and thank God for that. In this video, posted by WGN News on June 25th of 2019, CCTV footage captures a man in a backwards cap walking around the store. This man allegedly followed a woman home from the store and attempted to rob and sexually assault her. The man was said to have snuck into the woman's second-floor bedroom window and began to take off his clothes. The residents couldn't believe it.
That's just very bold.
I'm in the house and you're there, who knows what can happen to you if you try to defend yourself.
The victim managed to fight the man off, gouging his eyes and scratching his face before the man retreated into his dark-colored sedan. The neighbors observed how fortunate the victim was, and everyone should be aware of what happened.
She was able to fight him back. She was lucky.
The incident, even if isolated, is a warning for those here.
if this is happening in the neighborhood, everyone should be aware of it, because it's not just females that should be alert. Everyone should be aware.
A description for the man was put out, but I'm not sure if he was caught. Hopefully they catch him soon. In this video posted by AL News on January 22nd of 2021, CCTV footage captures Powell Rolowitz stalking Libby Squire. Powell is accused of stalking Libby. He was wandering the streets intoxicated before picking her up in his car, sexually assaulting her, then murdering her. Powell was arrested on suspicion of murder and stated he was not involved. Powell was laughing in court for reasons unknown and was previously guilty of voyeurism after spying on some students making love. The description didn't say if he was found guilty of the murder, but hopefully he was. What a tragedy. In this video posted by City News on February 7th of 2014, Vanessa Bruno is heavily connected to the internet, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. Vanessa was a digital marketer who blogged regularly and had her social media accounts connected. Vanessa usually gets positive feedback. One day, however, she received some hateful messages from out of nowhere.
Oh, you're 30, you're using hashtags, how I'm a loudmouth, I'm fat and I'm ugly. The next day I got another one. This one was a little more personal, talking about my boyfriend at the time, how he was black, where I work.
From cruel and racist to disturbing.
They were.
Sadly, those mean and racist comments were just the beginning, as the stalker wrote messages threatening to come to Vanessa's work to take pictures of her and ruin her life. The stalker also sent menacing messages to Vanessa's friend, which I can't show due to YouTube's guidelines, but the link to the original video is in the description if you really want to see it. Be warned though, it is disturbing. No matter where Vanessa went online, the messages were always there.
Started threatening to rape me, and that he was waiting outside of my work for me. Haha, you'll never find me. Watch your back when you go out at night. I'm gonna turn your world upside down.
Even her brother's recent death from suicide was fuel for his sick fodder.
I got an email that said, you have a message from my brother's name, and my heart stopped because I thought, what if it was a delayed note or letter to me? And I opened it and it said, maybe if you weren't such a bitch, your brother wouldn't have killed himself. I almost couldn't breathe, I felt like I was gonna throw up.
Vanessa called the police, though they stated that they weren't gonna take her seriously.
Do you think police have taken your case seriously?
Honestly, no, I don't. I feel that they're not proactive. They're 100% reactive, and I was worried that they weren't going to take it seriously unless I got raped.
Vanessa did, however, do her own detective work and track down the name of the suspect. A Stony Creek man named Michael Sepiga has been charged with criminal harassment, threatening, and bodily harm. Vanessa stated that she will be there for his court appearance.
After he tortured me for 6 months, I just want to look at him and say, you got caught.
In this video posted by Cora Schursel on January 22nd of 2019, Cora was filming the intro to her YouTube video before noticing a creepy van slowly riding behind her and staring at her.
Ew! Why is there a freaking weirdo? My car almost just didn't start. Okay, I'm actually scared. I'm skirting.
Not much happened with the situation after that, as Cora drove off. In that video, Cora did tell a story of a stalker experience she had if you want to check that out. In this video, posted by SundayWorld.com, a mother of two was stalked by a former work colleague who claimed he, quote, owed him her life. CCTV footage captured the man leaving a menacing letter on the woman's car, stating he would harm her and her daughter. The camera was placed after noticing a painting on her tires saying, and I quote, I win. The following night, the creepy man can be seen with a crowbar at hand before being confronted and apprehended by a police officer. The article was short, so I'm not sure what happened after that. Hopefully, he was put away for a long time. Why is this dude just walking around with a crowbar anyway? Oh, yes, I just need to remove some planks. I mean, really? In this video, posted by Vallejo City Video on September 18th of 2016, the uploader wrote that this person in the white Acura followed her to Bethel High School and waited in his car. The stalker was there for a few minutes, and the uploader went to get a look at his license plate so she could report it to the police. After coming out of the parking lot and making a U-turn, the man in the white Acura can be seen on the left following her. After trying to lose the man for 15 minutes, the man in the Acura can be seen yet again still riding around the neighborhood. The uploader decided to take another loop to see if he was still around, and sure enough, he was. The uploader then decided to get more evidence, and she stated the man was waiting to follow her at the next intersection. At this point, the tables have turned, and the uploader is trailing the man. The video ended with the uploader writing that she followed the man to the freeway and went home. She called the police and reported the man, stating that he broke many stalking laws. How the tables turned later in the video. The stalker got stalked. In this video posted by Care11 on March 18th of 2022, CCTV footage captures a man peering through the window of a home where a mother lives with a 24-year-old woman and her teenage daughter. The woman noticed footprints outside of her home, so they planted the camera to capture the footage. Police believe the man is 48-year-old Robert Cessna, who has been charged with felony stalking. Cessna was an executive at 3M. He was the account vice president and had been with the company since 1997. Neighbors said they saw Cessna, and the police stated they traced the vehicle fleeing the scene to Cessna as well. Cessna claimed it wasn't him in the video, but his story contradicted his wife's story as to what they did that night. As of the recording of this video, police are still gathering evidence to confirm that this was indeed Robert Cessna. In this video, posted by Daily Mail on March 16th of 2018, CCTV footage captures 28-year-old Danny McCain, who can be seen on the right stalking his victim, who was a 24-year-old woman. McCain followed the woman into the park before sexually assaulting her. What makes this even more crazy is McCain did this just hours before his own wedding. And to top it all off, the woman he married is the cousin of the woman he assaulted in the park. The victim identified the man 6 days later, and McCain was arrested. The judge described McCain as a monster. McCain claimed he didn't assault the woman and that he was just messing with her. The woman obviously disagreed. McCain was found guilty and was given 3 life sentences. What a fucking creep. In this video posted by The Shape Lurks on June 13th of 2018, a creepy man can be seen standing in front of the uploader's car, just staring at him and not making a sound. The uploader said this was like something straight out of a horror movie or Resident Evil or something, and called the cops. As the uploader backed up, the man kept following, and whenever he would try to go around, the man would cut him off.
And he won't let me through. Look, let's say I want to try to go through. Look at that. You see that? You see that? He's not letting me through. His eye is all fucked up. Holy shit. He looks like a fucking... I don't know what. This shit has never happened to me in my life. This is so fucking weird, bro.
The uploader believed the man to be on drugs, pointing out that the guy's eyes looked kind of off. Almost like a zombie or something. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. The uploader also asked if he needed money or any sort of help.
Yo, do you need money, bro? Do you need help? Are you okay? What's going on?
The video ended with the cops showing up and arresting the man.
APD is on the scene, responding to my call. I don't know what he's doing, but he's about to get tasered. He's about to get tasered. This guy is fucking bugging out. I don't know what's going on. He's about to get tasered.
All things considered, I'd say the uploader handled the situation well. This video was uploaded by Top 5 Dude on March 24th of 2018. This video shows a guy being stalked by his ex-girlfriend as she tries to break into his home.
So you really just gonna break my window?
I didn't break it, you broke it.
You broke my window, you broke my TV. Wow.
Now give me my keys.
I don't know where your keys are at.
Look on the couch, Edwin. Hurry up!
The guy asked her to stop, but she then breaks one of his windows.
This is breaking and entering.
This is me getting my keys.
It's breaking and entering.
So I can leave.
Breaking and entering.
As you can see, I'm looking for my keys now that he wouldn't give me.
Breaking and entering. All because I told her I was talking to other women.
All because I couldn't get my keys. Actually, he broke the TV.
I didn't break it.
Threw the container out the window and broke it.
Oh, this big container full of all this stuff that weighs probably like a cool 60 pounds?
No, that container with the glass on it, honey.
Oh, I threw that one. Oh, okay. Wow, tearing my apartment apart now.
Look at my arm.
That you.
He did this.
I did that after you broke. You just broke the window.
In my wrist.
The police are on their way.
Okay, well help me find my keys. You wanted me out your house, right?
No, I want you to be here for when the police get here so they can see these videos.
Then she breaks into his house and starts wrecking the place. She also broke his TV screen, shouted the whole time, and then looked for her keys. Despite being asked to leave multiple times, she remained inside, claiming it was his fault she was there. We hope the girl didn't do any more damage and just got out of there. This video was uploaded by CBS Los Angeles on October 14th of 2017, and it shows a terrifying stalker caught on security cam. A woman drives home from the supermarket, and as she turns into her driveway, she notices a guy following her in a Mercedes. She tries to get out of the road, but the guy blocks her way. After multiple attempts, she then tried to move her car inside the garage. As she does so, the guy pushes his car into the garage right behind her, all while honking frantically. He shouted abuses the entire time. Eventually, he stopped and left. We hope the police took some action against this crazy person so he won't do something like that to anyone else. This video was uploaded by Doorbell News on May 29th of 2022. The video shows another crazy stalker who repeatedly came to a lady's house and damaged it. The security footage shows a middle-aged man coming over to the house and starts destroying the fences, glass, and really anything he wanted to.
For the last month, Rivera tells me this man continually returns to her home, destroying parts of her property. She says it happens multiple times a day even. And what's worse is Rivera has no idea why.
Even worse, the homeowner says that this has been happening for some time. She says she's terrified of this guy, and even the police won't do anything about it. God only knows what these crazy stalkers are after. This video was emailed to me by a subscriber who wishes to remain anonymous. Here's the context the woman gave, and I quote, "I've been stalked for over a year now, and this is what he did. He came into my house and left me this." You see an image with candy, a knife, and one of the plates with the word "hi" printed on it. Very creepy, but that's not all. A day prior to leaving those items, the man entered her room while she was sleeping.
"What are you doing in my house? What are you doing in my house? Get out of my house! Get out of my house!"
And he came back the next day, and that's when he left the knife, the plate, and the M&Ms. I wish it ended there, but the stalker left another plate which said, "Hi, baby." The suspect has not been caught, but hopefully he will be soon. This video was sent to me on Twitter by a subscriber who also wishes to remain anonymous. In this video, a man can be seen stealthily following a woman with the intent to rob her. When the man makes his move, a nearby dog attacked and chased the creepy man away. You'd have to see it to believe it. I love seeing a dog save the day, and thank God that dog was there and the woman was okay. Who doesn't love seeing a dog save the day? I mean, thank God that dog was there and that woman made it out safe. This video was uploaded by Inside Edition on February 22nd of 2020. The video shows a bizarre interview of America's worst stalker and killer. Richard Ramirez, nicknamed the Night Stalker, would stalk people and then brutally murder them. He took 13 lives in total. When asked about the murders, he says emotionlessly, no comments, and remains extremely sickening.
Why on earth would you have hurt those people? Why did you kill those people?
No comments. No comments. I cannot answer that at this time.
Finally, Ramirez was given multiple life sentences and died after 23 years in prison. A couple had been living in their apartment for about 2 months when they started feeling like they were being watched, so they installed a camera in their bedroom. A few nights later, a creepy man can be seen standing outside of their window, peering in. The creep wasn't exactly being subtle. Guess he didn't realize how well lit the parking lot was. The creep walked away and came back, but this time crouching, but he can still be seen clearly. The boyfriend went outside and confronted the sicko. But nothing escalated as the creep didn't want any trouble. He wisely walked away. It turned out to be their next-door neighbor, and he came back the next day to apologize. Something tells me this couple won't be his last victims. Was he really sorry? Or was he just sorry he got caught? In this video posted by Ashley McCarty on July 24th of 2018, Ashley was walking around Target before noticing that she was being followed by a strange woman.
This girl is following me around, like, I don't know what's her problem, like, look it, that's her, that's her, and it's creepy, like, no one wants to be followed around. Miss, do you have a problem?
No.
Because everyone on here would like to know.
Wait, no way.
Why do you keep following me?
I'm not following you.
Okay, then stay away.
It seemed like Ashley got her point across, but the woman continued following her.
Oh my God. Miss, do you honestly have a problem?
No, I don't.
Then why do you keep following me?
I'm not. I'm going the same direction watching this.
No, you obviously are because I keep
I'm not.
I keep making turns and you keep following the same turns.
I'm not following you.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Okay, well then stop going. Go somewhere else. Take a different route.
The woman claimed she wasn't following Ashley, but you can see that she's clearly still trailing her. Ashley was not pleased. After her rant, it appeared the woman was gone, but sadly, she wasn't, as she began following Ashley again.
Oh my god. Look at that. She's still coming my way. Alright, that's it. This is where I'm gonna stop it. Okay, that's it, miss. Me and you need to have a talk.
Why?
Because everywhere that I'm going, I keep turning around in circles, and all you're doing is going the same exact direction.
Yeah, because I'm going for these.
Oh, really, right?
Yeah, I'm buying them.
Really?
Yes, I'm finding colors.
Oh, where's your wallet at?
My wallet?
Yeah.
My boyfriend has it.
Oh, really? Where's your boyfriend? Because
Up
I'd like to
front.
talk to him about you following me around.
I wasn't following you around. I was looking for stuff.
Sure you were.
Yes, I was.
Whatever, miss. Ugh.
My boyfriend has my wallet. Right. In this video posted by 9 News Australia on April 29th of 2021, police are searching for a sex offender who sexually assaulted a woman he stalked down Sydney Road in Brunswick. CCTV footage captured the man in a Nike hoodie following the woman. The woman went out for a run and noticed she was being followed. She changed routes to an area that's normally busy, but this time it was deserted, and the man struck. The man retraced his steps and was looking around for witnesses or perhaps police. Hopefully they catch this monster if they haven't already. In this video posted by Inside Edition on March 21st of 2022, police stated this man went to great lengths to peer inside the homes of unsuspecting women.
It's frightening, yes. Oh, yeah.
Police stated several surveillance cameras caught this man lurking around and peeking inside bedroom windows of female residents, and that security measures didn't appear to faze him. Police also stated that this man goes as far as covering up motion detectors and cutting off other devices that would notify homeowners of his unwanted presence. Neighbors want this man arrested before this creep turns into something worse and these situations escalate. What a sicko. In this video by WPLG Local 10 on March 9th of 2020, a woman came home from the gas station and was followed by a scary man. The man approached her, pretending he was lost, and something disturbing happened. What the footage didn't show was that the man assaulted the woman as she described. Her screams for help are disturbing, so consider yourself warned.
The screaming is Marta trying to get the attention of her husband during that attack, most of which happens off camera.
Several neighbors came running to her aid and delivered punches to the man themselves. The man attempted to steal the woman's gold chain, which was a gift from her daughter. The man escaped in his vehicle, but didn't get away with any possessions of the woman. However, he left her with several bruises, cuts, other injuries, and psychological trauma. Also, thank God for the neighbors who came to her aid. In this video posted by Inside Edition on September 23rd of 2021, a woman is infuriated by some creeps who took photos of her at the beach without her permission.
A woman is outraged as she confronts a guy who she thinks has been photographing her without her knowledge.
Let's see it. Delete them all right now.
This woman was not having it.
I would like to see you delete my pictures that you took of me and to delete all these other women's pictures that you're taking.
The Inside Edition crew came with the woman to Washington Square Park to see if they could catch any other creeps in the act. Sydney Jenkins stated that this happened to her all the time. The woman set up shop, so to speak, before a man almost immediately took out his phone and photographed the woman. One of the Inside Edition reporters confronted the man who took the photo.
Excuse me, sir. Why were you taking pictures of that girl without her knowing?
I don't know.
Excuse me?
I don't know.
Do you think that's appropriate?
No.
Can you show me the picture on your phone and delete it, please?
Sure.
Hold on. Yep, this one too.
Another man with an even bigger camera was taking pictures of several women in the park, including Sydney. Instead of sending a producer, Sydney confronted the man herself.
Sir? Before he could walk away, Sydney tried to speak to the guy.
I don't even want you to apologize. I just want you to delete the pictures.
Do you think that's appropriate to take pictures of women in their bathing suits without them knowing?
Taking pictures of everybody.
Kudos to her. Although this is a great gesture on Inside Edition's part, this won't stop creeps from being disgusting. In this video posted by Victoria Vlogs on January 4th of 2021, Victoria was at the gym working out like normal, but a man in a tank top was staring at her the whole time.
I literally felt this man staring at me the whole time, and I wanted to film some vlog clips, so I tried to slyly do them so no one would see, but it seemed like I caught him many times looking at me and almost taking a photo. I can't really tell because it's pretty far away.
You can see Victoria on one of the machines and the man is just standing behind her, staring. He's not even trying to hide it, and it appears that he took a photo of Victoria as well. What a weirdo. Hopefully, Victoria showed this footage to gym employees so he can get banned, or maybe she goes to another gym now. In this video posted by Sound Nami on May 4th of 2022, the uploader in this South Carolina neighborhood is recording a parked vehicle across the street from his house. The uploader stated that this vehicle of the unknown person always pulls up and parks in front of his neighbor's house and just stares.
Do y'all have any idea whose car this is? Anyone who lives in the South Carolina area? Because I do not know whose car this is.
The weird thing is that this person always pulls up at exactly 9:40 every single night.
I'm kind of more concerned on this car, like it's pulling up every night at exactly like 9:40-ish. Kind of like around 10. I don't know why this car keeps pulling up.
The uploader requested that if anyone in South Carolina knows someone who drives this vehicle, let him know. In this video, posted by Short Clips on January 8th of 2021, at 2 a.m., a creepy man can be seen on Ring doorbell asking a woman if she can see him.
See me? Can you see me? Hey, missus.
The video was short and there was no video about this man before or after this one, so I'm not sure what transpired afterwards. Hopefully, he isn't stalking this woman anymore. In this video, posted by Trucking with Selena on May 6th of 2020, the uploader wrote in the description that a man in a mask and hoodie was creeping around their home, watching them and one of the neighbor girls. Selena's husband went down to confront the stalker.
Why are you at?
You gotta get stalking around looking at people.
I live here. I'm trying to get into my place.
I'm filming you now. What's wrong? Why are you stalking around with real
Going for a walk.
Are you taking a flight? What's he doing?
I'm trying to get past you so I can get in.
You have every opportunity to go anywhere you want. I didn't do anything to you.
Call the cops. Do it.
He followed the stalker, who, in spite of claiming that he lived there, walked away and eventually went out of view.
You can see him crossing the street down there. Now he's just walking down the road.
Selena wrote in the description, and I quote, "We called the police and talked to them on site, and they went on the hunt. No update on the outcome yet, but we will keep you all updated. There is no update that I'm aware of. Hopefully that creep ain't creeping around their property anymore." In this video, posted by CBS New York on March 3rd of 2020, surveillance footage captures a 30-year-old woman walking the streets and was being followed by a scary man in a hoodie. Eventually, the two went out of view and the man attacked the woman from behind with a red tea kettle and attempted to sexually assault her. The man can be seen fleeing the scene.
It's terrifying. You walk home from the subway, you don't want to think about having to protect your body.
The woman was treated at the hospital for bruises and swelling and was eventually released. The man was described to be in his 30s or 40s, and the police are on the lookout. Hopefully, they catch this monster. Gang stalking has been quite the discussion on my channel as of late. In this video, posted by Isaiah5415 on October 28th of 2021, Isaiah is on his way to class and believes he caught a gang stalker taking a picture of him. He begins recording this woman in a black shirt who went to sit back down after allegedly taking a photo of him. Isaiah thinks the woman is in a fake class, as it's weird for her to just get up and take a picture of him. Isaiah walked back down the stairs and the woman in the black shirt turned around and looked at him. Most of you seem to believe gang stalking victims are paranoid, while some of you argue that it's by design to make the victim seem crazy and paranoid. What do you think? In this video posted by CBS Sacramento on April 17th of 2021, this Sacramento mother is concerned for her safety and the safety of her children due to an alleged stalker who had been stalking them for weeks. The man was caught on CCTV footage knocking on her door repeatedly during the night or during the day, claiming to be from social services and wanting to check up on her children.
Social services. Yeah, my social services.
And asking the homeowner to let him come check on children inside the home.
You know, I hear a child crying in there, a little baby.
During one of his visits, the woman answered and ordered him to leave, or she would call the police.
You need to leave. Look.
I'm calling the cops.
Every time this man appeared, the woman's husband was not at home because he was at work. And the woman doesn't believe that's a coincidence.
He keeps coming back at night and he keeps wanting to come in. You know, he keeps saying, I want to come in, I need to come in, and he's claiming to be from social services.
Of course, the woman went to the police, but the police stated he was just a nuisance, so they would not arrest him. In this video posted by Ava Maxey on August 25th of 2021, Ava recorded herself doing her arm workout routine in the gym and gave helpful instructions on how to perform the exercises. Throughout the video, a creepy man was following her and staring at her, and eventually, Ava had enough, so she confronted the man.
Quick story. I don't know if you guys see that man staring at me. You can see him from the mirror. He's like in front of me behind Alex. I was so upset, you guys, because he literally kept staring at me. So I was just looking at him and I stopped to just tell him to stop staring at me. So I'm gonna go ahead and not mute the clip and show you guys.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
After Ava confronted the man, he stopped. Props to Ava for that. In this video, posted by WPLG Local 10 on May 20th of 2021, surveillance footage shows a woman getting on an elevator to get to her apartment and was followed by a young man on the phone who also got in the elevator. What the footage didn't capture was the woman unlocking the door to her apartment, the man pushing her into her apartment, beating her, and demanding sexual acts. The woman somehow managed to get into her bedroom and lock the door, then proceeded to shout for help from her balcony. The creepy man could be seen on surveillance leaving the building. The good news is the police found and arrested the suspect.
Breaking right now at noon, police confirming just a few minutes ago they have made an arrest after an attempted sexual assault in Brickell.
The suspect is 23-year-old Deontay Blackman, who is being charged with sexual battery, armed robbery, aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, and kidnapping with a firearm. Thank God justice was served in this case at the very least. In this TikTok video posted by Nicole Koch on July 10th of 2021, Nicole was shopping at Target before noticing a creepy man had been following her for more than half an hour. At first, she thought she was just being paranoid, until she noticed he kept picking up the same items as she had and was following her into random aisles. He even followed her to the opposite side of the store. You can see the creep isn't very good at being subtle, as you can see him creeping around the end caps and pretending to be interested in makeup. Safe to say, Nicole wasn't buying that for a second. A former Target employee wrote a comment, and I quote, "Former employee here. I had a guest use her phone on notes for a message, but handed it over and asked for an item. I had a guest write a distress message on her phone and hand it to me, pretending to show me an item she was looking for. Just a tip if you need help." Genius. I don't know about you guys, but I used to be a big fan of CBS reality TV show Big Brother. If you are a Big Brother fan, you know Will Kirby, aka Dr. Will, and Mike Mallon, aka Mike Boogie. These two met on Big Brother Season 2, where Will ended up being crowned the winner. Will and Mike reunited several years later on Big Brother All-Stars and formed the iconic alliance Chilltown. Mike won All-Stars, and if you didn't know, the winner of Big Brother earns $500,000. Will and Mike opened a restaurant together and were best friends. But what went wrong? Will and Mike stopped speaking for years. Then, CBS asked if they wanted to team up in another reality show called The Amazing Race. Mike said yes for himself and on Will's behalf. Will received the call to confirm, and he said he never agreed to be on the show, and that set Mike off. Mike sent menacing emails to Will, including emails with photos attached with a gun in his hand pointing at Will's wife and daughter's head. Mike also stated he had been watching Will's brother Ian's kids at the school they were attending, where he also had a gun in his hand in the photo. Mike also left other threatening emails to both Will and Ian. Frustrated, Will wouldn't return Mike's calls or emails, so Mike left Will with an ultimatum. Pick up the phone or you will get a visit. Will filed a restraining order. It's 25 pages, including the emails I've shown, and I'll leave that in the description, including the original article. Mike was charged with stalking and last year was charged with DUI. Mike was also ordered to pay the damages and Will's attorney fees, which is a total of $46,000. Another Big Brother contestant, Janelle, who Mike played with on the All-Star season and Big Brother 14, tweeted that she blocked Mike for harassing her as well, and that she hopes he gets the help he needs, and I agree. In this video, the person who posted in this video actually wrote in the description, and quote, "For the past 4 days, I've seen a man standing in front of my building wearing a black hoodie looking through the windows of my apartment. This video is proof as my friends and family don't believe me." This was recorded on August 22nd of 2016 at around 3 a.m. End quote. The person filming decided to take action and ran outside hoping to scare him off. A YouTuber by the name of Agent Cole 1 uploaded this video of a creepy man standing outside of his home in a hoodie in broad daylight. 2 weeks prior, he apparently received a note saying Mr. Slim will be at his house November 28, 2012 at 6 p.m. The day came, and Cole said to his parents that he would like to stay home because he wasn't feeling well. But in reality, he wanted to see if this Mr. Slim thing was the real deal, and he would soon find out.
Shit, focus, focus, focus. What the hell? What the hell?
In this video, a man taking a walk in the rain couldn't help but notice a strange woman following him. He tried playing it off like he wasn't taking it seriously, but you can hear the nervousness in his voice. Take a look.
I'm being followed. I'm pretty sure I'm being followed. I've been taking a rather circuitous route. See that woman back there? I've been taking a rather circuitous route around. And she got interested in what I was up to when I turned on the camera. And unless it's a very curious coincidence, I think she's stalking me. I'm being stalked. Followed in Japan. But I deserve it. See ya. Oh, give her something to look at. I'll show you my holy umbrella. There we go. I'll look at back of the. Oh, see my holy umbrella? There we go. Ah, camera's wet. Bye bye.
In this video, 2 young kids were just trying to shop but couldn't help but notice a creepy middle-aged man following them. Apparently, he was a manager following the 2 boys around. Perhaps racially profiling the boys and assuming they'd steal from the store, which just ain't right. Still extremely creepy and unsettling for these young men.
Come on. That's what you got. Give me tropical punch. Nah, give me raspberry camel.
Where'd you see? Oh,
Up there.
camel.
See guys, so I'm in Publix, right? And this guy keeps following me around. He's a white guy. Let's see if you can see him. You see him in the background with the yellow suit? Watch, you about to see him. See? Right there in the yellow suit. You see that man? He's following me around. And watch if I turn, watch. See, look, there you go. This man, he keeps following me around Publix. I told her he's gonna go on the news. Keep following me around Publix if he want. Watch this. This is just to make sure. Watch. I'm gonna turn another corner and watch him come right around that same corner. Right?
After this, yeah.
See? There he go. You see that? You see that, man? Now he trying to act like he ain't following me because he see I'm recording him. It's like, look at him. Look, there he go. There goes that man. He's following us, man. What? I know. He's following me. I want to go there. Let's see if this man come again. I'm about to go pay for my stuff and watch him keep following me. Watch. There he go again. You see him? Right there. He got a tie on and he's walking behind me. Now I asked him 3 times. I said, why are you following me? He said, okay, this is Publix. I could go anywhere I want. I was like, okay, I could go anywhere I want too. Now let's see if this man turns the corner and follows us again. See? You see him right there? And then he's gonna try to act like he's messing with stuff, but he's following me. You see him? And he keeps following me. There he go right there. Hold up. That man right there.
Stay tuned for our #1 pick that will shock you. This video was posted to YouTube by a man named Joe Cummings. For quite some time, Joe had been noticing that his food kept coming up missing, but he wasn't eating it. He had a suspicion that his wife had been coming into his home and eating his food. She denied it, of course. So one night, Joe planted a camera in hopes of catching her and saw something he was not ready for. This lady came crawling out of his loft and into his apartment, watching TV and eating his food. She had been living there for several weeks. Joe eventually got up and the lady went to go hide. Thank you for checking out the channel. Stay vigilant, friends.